Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's reshaping not just industries but the very nature of how we work: generative AI. This isn't just the next technological wave. It's a transformation that could redefine job roles, skill requirements, and even the fundamental structure of our workplaces. Generative AI refers to artificial intelligence models, like OpenAI's GPT-4 or Google's Gemini, which generate new content, whether it's text, images, or code. These models go beyond performing specific tasks. They simulate reasoning, creativity, and adaptation. Unlike traditional automation, generative AI doesn't just speed up repetitive tasks, it enables innovation in real time by assisting with and even initiating creative processes. These models learn from enormous amounts of data, generating content that feels not just helpful, but eerily human. Let's start with a real-world example: software development. Developers historically spend much of their time coding, debugging, and managing projects, coordination tasks that often pull them away from actual coding. But with generative AI, specifically tools like GitHub Copilot, we're seeing an unprecedented shift. Copilot, developed by GitHub and OpenAI, is a code generation tool that can complete functions, suggest optimizations, and offer real-time coding assistance. The impact: developers spend far more time on their core work, coding, and less on project management and coordination. This shift is profound because it frees up mental bandwidth, allowing developers to focus on creative problem-solving rather than repetitive code writing. In a fascinating natural experiment, GitHub provided Copilot access to high-ranking developers on its platform, creating a unique opportunity to study AI's impact. The data is clear. Developers using Copilot significantly increase their time on core tasks, while reducing involvement in non-core managerial or organizational tasks. This shift towards core work indicates a new model of productivity, where generative AI serves as a partner in creative work, rather than just a productivity booster. But there's more to the story. When we analyze task allocation, we find two major mechanisms driving this shift. First, there's an increase in autonomy. Generative AI enables more independent work by reducing the need for constant collaboration. Traditionally, developers in open-source projects rely heavily on team communication for code integration, troubleshooting, and project updates. But with tools like Copilot, individual developers can handle complex tasks without waiting for input or approvals from others. This autonomy is a game-changer, especially in distributed work environments, where collaborative friction often slows down productivity. Another interesting shift is between exploration and exploitation in task allocation. Exploration involves experimenting with new methods, solutions, or creative approaches, while exploitation focuses on refining and optimizing what's already working. Generative AI reduces the cost of exploration by making it easier and faster to test new ideas. In the past, developers might have been hesitant to try experimental code due to time constraints. But with AI assisting in real time, developers are more inclined to explore alternative solutions, which can lead to innovative breakthroughs. This dynamic pushes creativity, encouraging developers to go beyond what's familiar and venture into uncharted territory. So what does this mean for developers of varying abilities? Research indicates that generative AI has a leveling effect. For developers with lower ability or experience, tools like Copilot significantly enhance productivity by reducing the gap in skills. Essentially, generative AI makes it easier for everyone to produce high-quality work, fostering a more inclusive and diverse workforce where productivity disparities shrink. This democratization of skill opens doors for professionals who might not have previously excelled in traditional environments. Generative AI's influence goes beyond individual productivity. It extends to organizational structures. We're seeing the potential for flatter hierarchies as AI tools allow workers at all levels to accomplish tasks more autonomously. Managers who previously focused on coordinating tasks can now engage more directly with their core responsibilities. This transformation not only enhances productivity, but fosters a culture where team members feel empowered and engaged in meaningful work. Let's talk about the broader implications. In distributed work settings, particularly in open-source software, generative AI brings immense value. Open-source projects are essential to global digital infrastructure, powering millions of applications and devices. However, many critical projects are under-resourced and dependent on a small group of dedicated developers. This leads to burnout, as these developers juggle coding, project management, and community interactions. By taking on routine coding and project tasks, AI tools like Copilot allow these key developers to focus more on innovative problem solving, which ultimately benefits the entire digital ecosystem. But there's a deeper implication. Generative AI might help solve what's known as the linchpin problem. In distributed production models, especially in open source, a few individuals are often responsible for the success of entire projects. This reliance on key players can be a vulnerability. However, with AI supporting various tasks, more contributors can step in, reducing the dependence on a single linchpin. In essence, AI makes these projects more resilient by distributing expertise more evenly. With all these benefits, it's natural to wonder if there are any downsides. Generative AI introduces new challenges, particularly in areas like job security, ethical considerations, and even long-term job satisfaction. For some roles, generative AI may indeed replace certain tasks, and that raises valid concerns about displacement. But AI is also creating demand for new roles, like prompt engineering, AI oversight, and data curation. To ensure this transition is beneficial for everyone, businesses and policymakers need to proactively address reskilling and upskilling initiatives. Providing training for these new roles can help employees adapt and thrive in a transformed workplace. As for job satisfaction, generative AI's impact is twofold. On one hand, it alleviates mundane, repetitive tasks, potentially leading to greater satisfaction. But for others, especially those who value traditional methods, adapting to AI-driven workflows might require time and adjustment. Long-term studies are still needed to understand the full psychological and social impacts of AI on the workforce. But it's clear that generative AI is here to stay, and companies that incorporate it thoughtfully will lead the way in innovation and employee satisfaction. So what's the big takeaway for our viewers here on Wealthmaster? Generative AI is revolutionizing the nature of work. This is not just a passing trend, it's a shift that will redefine how we approach tasks, collaborate, and grow in our careers. By understanding and embracing AI tools, professionals across industries can not only stay competitive, but actually thrive in this new era. For companies, the integration of generative AI presents both opportunities and responsibilities. Those who leverage AI to enhance human creativity and productivity while addressing ethical concerns and worker well-being will undoubtedly emerge as leaders. For individuals, this is a moment to upskill, embrace AI-driven tools, and prepare for a future where adaptability and creativity will be our most valuable assets. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Wealthmaster for more in-depth discussions on the technologies shaping our economy and our future. Leave a comment below. How do you feel about the role of generative AI in your industry? Are you ready to embrace this change, or do you have questions and concerns? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for tuning in to Wealthmaster, your ultimate guide to mastering the tools of tomorrow for success today. Until next time, stay informed, stay ambitious, and keep mastering your wealth.